welcome to Virtual Storytime.
It's week 2 of summer reading, and this week we're talking all about bugs. Yeah, so stay tuned for some buggy stories and a really good puppet show, and we will catch you after that. Bye.
We are going to read a story called Snug as a Bug, which is a great thing to be. It's time for a kiss. Can you blow a kiss? Mwah. It's time for a hug. Get ready to sleep as snug as a bug. Stretch out your legs on a soft, silky web. Curl up in comfort in a red, rosy bed. I bet it smells really nice. Lounge in luxury on a cool couch of green. Fall into a fluttery butterfly dream. Sneak a neat nap in an old woolly cap. Snooze away softly in a puddle of sap. What does it sound like when you're snoozing? Do you say? Cuddle in a huddle in a grove of tall trees. Slumber under lumber or a blanket of leaves. Anywhere is a bedroom on a swaying branch, in a snowy nest, in a shiny shell, on a gorilla's big toe, on a dirty old sock, or under a rock. Those are some interesting places to nap. Rest cozy, nap happy, dream like a slug. Their little pajamas are so cute. Get ready to sleep as snug as a bug. The end.
And I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories called The Gentleman Bug. Once there was a garden full of bugs. I don't know about you, but my garden full of bugs doesn't look quite like that. This one's kind of fancy. One of them was the gentleman bug. He taught a class and he loved to read. Now, there were other bugs that liked to make fun of the gentleman bug for reading all the time. That's not very nice. But he never seemed to mind. Until one day, a ladybug arrived in the garden. The gentleman bug liked her from the start. But the ladybug didn't even notice him. The gentleman bug decided to make a change. Looks like his students are going to help him out. His students helped, and when he was satisfied, the gentleman bug went to the place where the bugs liked to gather. He had high hopes for the evening. When the gentleman bug entered, everyone was very impressed. Everyone, that is, except the ladybug. The rest of the evening didn't go quite as planned. Uh-oh, it looks like he tripped the waiter. Oh no. The gentleman bug thought this would be a good time to leave. Safe at home, he tried to forget about the ladybug, but it was a very hard thing to do. A few days later, the gentleman bug received a surprise invitation to the opening of the garden's newest building. Let's find out what it was. It's a new library! Yay! He arrived just in time for the celebration. That looks like a pretty cool building that they got. Soon after, the ladybug introduced herself to her special guest. "I'm the new librarian," she said. "May I give you a tour of my library?" The gentleman bug had never seen so many books in his life. The gentleman bug and the ladybug picked out their favorite stories to share. They both loved to read. And so they did. The end.
Beetle McGrady had a taste for adventure. She wanted to brave bears like Laura Ingalls Wilder. She wanted to sail oceans like Marco Polo. She wanted to zoom through skies like Amelia Earhart. She dreamed of being a real explorer, a true pioneer. Then came Fun with Food Week in Mr. Wrigley's science class and the ant.
On Monday, Table 6 made a food pyramid. Lacey cut out magazine pictures of artichokes. Roger drew cheese. Mona glued oatmeal cookies under cereals and stuck a juice box next to fruit. Beetle found a hot dog, a hamburger, and an ant. An ant! She could be a real explorer, a true pioneer. She, Beetle McGrady, would start her very own food group number 6, bugs. Beetle reached to pace the ant at the top of the pyramid, but she dropped it.
Ugh, there's an ant on my artichoke, yelled Lacey. Ew, said Roger. A bug is not food, said Mona. It says here people in Australia and Argentina eat ants for protein, Beetle said. I bet they even eat ants as far away as Antarctica. Does it say in there to stay away from Antarctica? Asked Mona. I would eat an ant in a second, said Beetle. Prove it, said Lacey. Prove it, said Roger. Uh-oh, said Mona.
Time to play Antarctica, Lacey yelled on the playground. I'll find the ant, said Roger, crawling through the grass. I can't watch, said Mona. She put on her sunglasses. Pioneers boiled locusts. Explorers ate worms. Even Laura Ingalls Wilder ate cricket pie. But suddenly, Beetle McGrady did not feel like a brave explorer. She did not feel like a daring pioneer. I'm not hungry, Beetle blurted out. I already had lunch. Dare, double dare, said Roger. Not today, Beetle told them. Tomorrow. At 1:07 on Tuesday, she, Beetle McGrady, would eat an ant.
Beetle practiced her ant eating on potato chips. Crunch. She practiced on raisins. Squish. But potato chips did not crawl, and raisins did not have legs. The next day at recess, Lacey was the first to catch an honest-to-goodness member of food group number 6. Beetle took the ant. She closed her eyes. She, Beetle McGrady, set the itchy, twitchy, buggly-wuggly ant on the tip of her tongue. The ant was tickly. The ant was creepy. The ant was crawly. If she ate the ant, she would be a real explorer, a true pioneer. Beetle, A for Anteater McGrady. All she had to do was swallow. One teeny tiny gulp.
Blah! Beetle spit the ant out. Beetle can't eat the ant. Beetle can't eat the ant, Lacey and Roger chanted. She, Beetle McGrady, was not an explorer. She was not a pioneer. She was not even Beetle A for Anteater McGrady. Don't feel bad, said Mona. Who wants to be best friends with an anteater?
Fun with Food Week was not so fun anymore. On Wednesday, Beetle's whole class made up a recipe for rattlesnake stew. Except Beetle. Mr. Wrigley told them about a 2,000-pound popcorn ball. Beetle did not even raise an eyebrow. And when Table 6 conducted an experiment on bubblegum, Beetle just chewed her pencil.
Beetle, don't you want to chew gum in school? Asked Mona. Shh, said Beetle. I'm writing a poem. It's called The Ant Not Eaten. Oh no, you're still thinking about that ant? I want to be brave, said Beetle. I'm about as brave as a mealworm. A mealworm is not an explorer. A mealworm is not a pioneer.
On Thursday, Mr. Wrigley announced, "Today we're going to explore new foods." Beetle explored a chickpea sandwich called falafel. Roger called it awful. She ate the food of pilgrims, corn with lima beans. Succotash gives you a rash, said Lacey. Beetle even tasted Japanese fish eggs and Chinese bird's nest soup. Fish eggs smell like an art project, said Mona, and bird's nests look like cow hair. She put on her sunglasses. Mr. Wrigley says people risk their lives to get the nests from caves, said Beetle. Mr. Wrigley said they're made of spit, said Mona. It was no use. Falafel was not an ant. Succotash was not an ant. And bird's nest soup did not make her Marco Polo. Bird's nest soup only made her a spit eater.
Finally, it was Friday. A special visitor came to the class. Second grade, said Mr. Wrigley. Say hello to Chef Suzanne from the famous restaurant Chez Chanel. Chef Suzanne unpacked dish after delicious smelling dish. Pork rinds? Pine nuts? What's under those lids? Beetle whispered. Ta-da! Chef Suzanne uncovered the first plate. All the bugs you can eat. She picked up a toasted cricket, popped it into her mouth, crunch, and ate it. Ugh. The class buzzed like bees. Ick. Ugh. Gross. Yuck. Sicko.
Today we have Chinese chop suey ants, said Chef Suzanne, Mexican stink bug salsa, cricket pizza from Brazil, even super crunch chocolate chip cookies. Beetle eyed the stink bugs, the smelliest of all smellies. Tree worm spaghetti, the squirmiest of the squirmies. Grasshopper tacos, the bugliest. But something smelled good, like frying bacon, like sweet scrambled eggs. Beetle picked up a black witch caterpillar.
Beetle dangled the fried caterpillar in front of her nose. She set the caterpillar on her tongue. She rolled it around in her mouth. It was the awfulest of the awful awfuls. The cow-hairiest of the cow hair. Worse than spit. Pilots had to eat caterpillars when their planes crashed. Beetle closed her eyes. She was Amelia Earhart on a desert island. Crunch, crunch, glug. Beetle McGrady's eyes rolled up. Her tongue lolled out. Beetle McGrady flopped to the floor.
Ding! Beetle jumped up with a smile. Caterpillars taste like corn chips. Munch. Stink bugs taste like apples. Crunch. Crickets taste like nuts. Yuck, there's a cricket leg stuck in your tooth, said Lacey. Gross! Bug butts and grub guts, yelled Roger. Can we still have cookies if we don't eat any bugs? Asked Mona. Sure, pass them around, said Chef Suzanne.
Munch, crunch. The cookies were extra gooey, extra crunchy. It's the chips, said Mona. It's the nuts, said Roger. It's the mealworms, said Chef Suzanne. Roger ran for the bathroom. Lacey dashed for the trash can. Uh-oh, said Mona. Eating mealworms makes you brave, Beetle told her. She showed her friend just how to dunk a mealworm cookie into caterpillar fungus tea.
Beetle, A for Anteater McGrady, sipped and slurped her way around the world in 7 bites, like an explorer, a true pioneer. And for dessert, 1 dozen honey pot ants. Today, ants. Tomorrow, Antarctica, said Beetle. Crunch, crunch, bug.
The end.
Welcome back.
Yes, I hope that you enjoyed all those wonderful little buggy stories.
Yes, and if you picked up your summer reading kit, you have an envelope for week 2, and inside that is everything you need to make this adorable rainbow butterfly. If you didn't get a summer reading kit, don't panic. You can click the link in the description of this video and download the template, and all you need is a toilet paper roll, and you can make your very own from home, wherever that may be. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you're following along on your Zoo Passport, go ahead and stamp off week 2 if you watched this story time, or if you did the craft, or if you read a book about bugs, or anything that you did to participate along with us. And we will catch you next week. Bye.